And you need to understand that God's kingdom and his cause are not contradictory to our good. See, I think this is what the issue with a lot of churches are in the world today, is that they have become completely man-centered. In that, we say, oh, okay, what's best for us? What do we need? You know, here's what I like about this, and here's what I need to get done, and I'm paying my tithes, so it's kind of like a membership, so you need to do these things for me. And the church as a whole in America has lost its way in that we have become completely centered around us. But God has always established that everything that he puts in this world is about him. The healthy church is the church that is God-centered, that says, okay, God, we will do what you want us to do. We will let you be the object of our worship. We will be in submission under your headship and leadership. And that we are very God-centered. And this is important for your prayer life. Are you praying a prayer that's very you-centered? Or have you realized that there's something bigger going on here? That your life and everything you do should be centered around him. The hours you work at work should be God-centered. Your prayer life should be God-centered. Your marriage should be God-centered. Your kids should be God-centered. Your money should be God-centered. Everything you do should be centered around him. And listen, let me tell you why. Not just because, oh, you got to do this, you got to do this. No, this is how you get the most good. This is how you get the most joy. If you pursue your own good and your own joy out with you being the center and not God, you will fail miserably and you will wind up empty. But if you pursue your joy in God and he grants you that joy, grants you that good. I want to read to you a quote. This is Martin Luther. He's really just talking about what Jesus has already said when he says, seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things, talking about food, clothes, all these things will be given unto you. Right? You remember that? But listen to this quote by Martin Luther. He says, it is due to the perversity of men that they seek first peace and then righteousness. Consequently, then, they find no peace. This is our nation. This is our world. We think a new president is going to bring peace. We try to pursue peace in every other way except for Christ and his kingdom and his righteousness. We try to pursue peace in money or the bottle, or we try to pursue peace in all these different ways, but we're not going to be peaceful. We're not. Christ has said, seek first his kingdom and his righteousness, and all these things will be given to you. You want peace in your marriage? You want peace with your kids? You want peace in your workplace, with your life? Seek first the kingdom of God. Seek him and his righteousness. Seek him. He is the grantor of peace. But it only comes through being in him and being absolutely surrounded by him, being God-centered. God-centered.